Let us study the ways by which we can express the concentration of a solution. Now, first of all, define what is solution. Solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more components. Now, let us take binary solution today, where there are only two components, solute and solvent. The component which is taken in a smaller amount is known as solute, and the component which is taken in greater amount is known as solvent. Generally, it is known as solvent. There are different ways in which we can express the concentration of a solution. Concentration is a broader term, and concentration means the composition of a solution. The first way by which we can express the concentration of solution is known as mass percentage of the solution. That is nothing but weight by weight percentage. It is defined as the mass of one component in a solution divided by total mass of the solution multiplied by 100. So the mass percentage of a component can be calculated with the help of this formula, where the mass percentage of the component of a component is equal to mass of the component in the solution divided by total mass of the solution multiplied by 100. Now, if there are only two components and you have calculated the mass percentage of the solute, then by subtracting it with the 100 from 100, we can get the mass percentage of the solvent, because the solution contains two components only here. Now, next unit for expressing, or next way for expressing the concentration of the solution, that means the composition of a solution, is volume percentage. It means volume by volume percentage. So the volume percentage of a component can also be calculated as volume of the component divided by total volume of the solution multiplied by 100. Now here you have to take the volume of both the components, solute and solvent, and if you solute as well as solution, not only solvent, but you have to take the volume of the component divided by total volume of the solution. In denominator there is a total volume of the solution including both the components, solute as well as solvent. So the percentage of a component, volume percentage of a component, can be calculated as volume of the component divided by total volume of the solution multiplied by 100. And this is another way for expressing the concentration of the solution, where the volume of the components as well as the total volume of the solution is mentioned in the question. Now, next unit for expressing the concentration of the solution is mass by volume percentage. Here the mass of the solute is given and the volume of the solution is given, will be given. So the mass by volume percentage, weight by volume percentage, can be calculated as mass of the solute divided by total mass of the total volume of the solution multiplied by 100. So the mass by volume percentage can be expressed as mass of solute divided by volume of solution multiplied by 100. Now, next way by which we can express the concentration of a solution is defined as mole fraction, and it can be represented by the symbol chi. Here the mole fraction can be defined as of a component. Mole fraction of a component can be calculated as the number of moles of a component divided by total number of moles present in the solution, total number of moles of all the components present in the solution. Now, this can be calculated. First of all, you have to calculate the number of moles of each component. Here number of moles of component B is given and number of moles of component A will also be given. Then we can calculate this mole fraction of component B as NB divided by NA plus NB, where NB is the number of moles of component B and Na is the number of moles of component A, which represents the solution, and B represents the solute. So if you know the number of moles of both the components, this chi B can be calculated as NB is divided by Na plus NB. And if it is a binary solution and you have calculated, once you have calculated the chi b, that is mole fraction of the component B. Now you know that the fraction is defined with respect to 1. So chi A can be easily calculated by subtracting chi B from 1. So 1 minus chi B will give you chi A. This mole fraction of a component can be calculated as number of moles of the component divided by total number of moles present in the solution. It means total number of moles of each component present in the solution. In denominator, we have the total number of moles, including the number of moles of solute as well as the number of moles of solvent. Now, next way by which we can express the concentration of the solution is defined as molarity. Now, molarity is defined as the number of moles of solute present per liter of the solution. It can be calculated as number of moles of solute divided by volume of solution taken in liter. The volume should be expressed in liter. Now, number of moles divided by volume of solution. Always remember, in denominator we have taken solution. In all the definition or all the ways defined above contains solution in denominator. So the number of moles of component B divided by volume of solution taken in liter will give you the molarity of the solution. Now, next component or next way by which we can calculate the molarity of the concentration of the solution is defined as molality. This molality is defined as number of moles of solute present per kg of solvent. It can be calculated as molality. Here the spelling is molarity. Here it is R and here it is L. And the symbol for molarity is capital M and symbol for expressing the molality is small m. Molality is expressed by letter small m. Molality can be calculated as number of moles of solute present divided by mass of solvent taken in kg. Here the volume of solution taken in liter. Consider the difference between these two formula. Number of moles of solute, numerator remains the same. Number of moles of solute, that is nothing but MB. NB. In denominator, there is a volume of solution taken in liter. Whereas in case of molality, there is the mass of solvent. There are two differences. First one, here it is solution and here it is the mass of solvent only, not the mass of solution. And second, here it is volume and here it is mass. And mass should be taken in kg. Okay. Then the molality can be defined as the number of moles of solute present in the mass of solvent taken in kg. Now another unit by which we can express the concentration of the solution is defined as parts per million. It is expressed as ppm. This unit is used where there is a very trace amount of the ions or the components are present in the mixture. For example, chlorinated water. If we consider the chlorinated water in our tap water, the percentage composition is very, very small. So expressing such type of solution containing very trace amount of component is expressed as parts per million. Here this unit is used. The parts per million is defined as the number of parts of a component divided by total number of parts of all the component present in the solution multiplied by 10 raised to the power 6. It means, what does it mean? Suppose we take the mass of the component in gram. So the mass of the component, that is nothing, solute taken in gram, divided by total mass of the components present in the solution multiplied by 10 raised to the power 6. Here it means you have to find out the mass of the component or the part of the component present in per million of the total mass of the solution. You have to calculate this, the amount of component present per million of the solution. It means it is defined as the number of parts of the component divided by total parts of all the component present in the solution multiplied by 100. Here still in denominator we have taken as solution. So in denominator, there is only difference in case of molality, where the mass of the solvent should be taken in kg. Always remember. Now let us study the way by which we can convert the mass percentage, mass of the component, that is solute in a solution, divided by total mass of the solution. Here the mass will be given in gram and the total mass of the solution is also given in mass. Convert solution should also be given in mass. Suppose the mass of two component is given to you. Now how will you find out the mass percentage? First you write the mass of the solute on the numerator divided by, add the total mass of solute as well as mass of solute plus mass of solvent. That will give you the total mass of the solution. It means if the percentage composition of the solution is given, first of all you assume that the total mass of the solution should be 100. Suppose we are taking the example of 20% solution of glucose. If in a question it is given that a 20% solution of glucose, convert this percentage composition into mole fraction and molality. You have to convert. We are considering the interconversion of these units. Mass percentage, if mass percentage is given and you have to convert it into mole fraction or molality, first of all you assume that 20% solution of glucose means 20 gram of glucose is present in 100 minus 20 will give you the mass of the solvent. It means 80 gram of solvent. So consider the total mass of the solution to be 100 gram. And if the percentage is given as 20%, it means the mass of component B, that is nothing but solute. Mass of component B, that is nothing but solute, will be equal to 20 gram. So 20 gram, if the mass of solute is 20 gram and total mass of the solution is 100 gram, then by subtracting the mass of solute from 100, we get the mass of the solvent. That is nothing but 80 gram. So first of all, you find out the mass of solute and mass of solvent, assuming that the total mass of the solution is 100 gram. Now next step, you have to convert it into the mole fraction. For mole fraction, you have to find out the number of moles of component B, that is nothing but the solute, that is given as 20 gram, and the number of moles of solvent, that is nothing but 80 gram. So divide the given mass divided by molar mass of the respective components. It means 20 gram divided by molar mass of the glucose will give you the value of NB, and 80 gram divided by 18 gram per mole, that is the molar mass of water. Suppose the second component, that is the solvent, is taken as water and the solute is glucose. 20% glucose solution. We are talking about the 20% glucose solution. It means the 20 gram of glucose is present in 100 gram of solution or 80 gram of solvent, that is nothing but water. So convert this given mass into number of moles, and once you get the number of moles of both the components NB and NA, you can easily convert it into mole fraction of the component B. Now once mole fraction of component B is calculated, and we know that we are talking about only the binary solution containing only two components, then the mole fraction of another component, that is water, can be easily calculated by subtracting the value of chi B from 1, and in this way you can calculate the mole fraction of B as well as mole fraction of A. Now mole fraction of A can also be calculated as Na divided by Na plus Nb, but in spite of using this formula for the component A, you can easily calculate chi B by subtracting the value of chi B from 1, because in case of fraction we take the part, if the total part of a substance is 1, then how much part of the substance with respect to 1. We are calculating the fraction, and fraction is represented with respect to 1, that is half, 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 8, in this way. So After subtracting chi b from 1, we get the value of xa, that is the second component. Now next, let us convert this percentage composition in molality. For converting this percentage composition, that is the 20% of glucose into molality, we have to find out the number of moles of glucose, that is Nb, and we have calculated here Nb as 20 gram divided by 180 gram per mole, that is the mass of the glucose, molar mass of the glucose. So given mass divided by molar mass will give you Nb. Here the denominators are same, Nb and Nb, and once you have calculated the number of moles for 20% glucose solution, the numerator remains the same in both the cases. Whereas let us talk about the denominator. Here the denominator contains number of moles of each component A and B, sum of the number of moles of each component present in the solution, where here the mass of solvent is taken in kg. If you have considered the 20% solution of glucose, the mass of solvent will be equal to 80 gram. Convert this 80 gram into kg. It means 80 gram divided by 1000 will give you the mass of solvent in kg. So the 1000 will be taken above, and number of moles multiplied by 1000 divided by mass of solvent in gram will give you the molality of the solution. So we can easily convert the percentage composition into molality. Once you have calculated the percentage composition into molality, it is quite easier. It does not require any other information. If you are knowing or having the percentage composition of the solution, you can easily convert it into mole fraction or in molality. But if you have to convert it into molarity, and another property should be defined or given in the question, and that additional requirement is nothing but the density of the solution. The density of the solution should be mentioned if the percentage has to be converted into molarity. Now, what is the role of density here? Let us consider moles. Now, molarity is defined as number of moles of solute. Here also the denominator contains Nb. Here it is Nb, here is also Nb, and here is also Nb. It means in all the three units of concentration, that is mole fraction, molarity and molality, the numerator remains the same. If you you have to find out first the number of moles of component B. The numerator remains the same. Now what is taken in denominator? It is the volume of the solution taken in liter, and since the percentage composition is considered with respect to 100 gram, you have considered the total mass of the solution as 100 gram, and that is why you got the mass of the component B as 20 gram and the mass of component A as 80 gram. So you are knowing the mass of solution in gram, and that is nothing but 100 gram. Now convert this mass of solution into volume of the solution, and if you have to convert the mass of solution into volume, the density should be given, and you know that density is defined as mass upon volume. If the density is given in grams per ml, suppose it is given in grams per ml, and you are having the mass of solution in gram, density is equal to mass upon volume, and the volume will be equal to mass divided by density. And if you divide this 100 gram of solution by the density reported in grams per ml, you will obtain the volume of solution in ml. Always remember, the volume of the solution calculated depends upon the unit of density. If it is reported in grams per liter, then it is okay, but you will get the volume of the solution in liter. But if it is reported in terms of grams per ml, then the volume calculated with the help of percentage volume of the solution, that is, if 100 gram of the solution has to be converted in the volume occupied by 100 gram of solution, and if the density is reported in grams per ml, the volume will be expressed or obtained in the unit ml. Now you have to divide the number of moles, divide this number of moles of solute by the volume of solution taken in liter. You have to convert this volume obtained in ml into liter, and then you have to report it in denominator. So in this way, if you have to convert the percentage composition to molarity, density of the solution should be given in the question. Unless and until the density is provided, you cannot convert the percentage composition into molarity. But you can convert the percentage composition of the solution into mole fraction easily, as well as molality, as well as ppm. You can also convert it into ppm easily, because you know the mass of the component A, and you also know the mass of component present in the solution, that is mass of the solution multiplied by 10 raised to the power 6. You have to find out how many parts of the solute is present in 1 million part of the solution. That's all. So you can convert this percentage composition into parts per million, molality and mole fraction. But if you have to convert into molarity, the density of the solution should be provided. I have given you assignment based on this interconversion, and the video is also posted to you. So again, you try to understand all those questions that involves the interconversion of these units. Thank you.